right, guys, here it is, the match I'm sure a lot of people have been waiting for, although all the matches tonight have been great.
Yeah, they have been.
We have IGNProLeague spawning in the top left-hand corner as our red Terran. Codas, semifinalist. And in the top right-hand corner on Shakuras Plateau, we have coLMVP.sC, another phenomenal Codas player.
Semifinalist.
Yeah, this is going to be insane. And keep in mind, all the matchups tonight have been great. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Go grab a friend, grab a soda. This could be an epic, long TVT on our hands here because these two players are so good.
Yes, that is actually very true. And don't forget, guys, there's no way that this is our last game of the night. We're guaranteed to have another one after this as well, even if SC ends up taking this game. So
it's a best of 9.
We are still in store for some wonderful, wonderful players. Don't forget. Okay, so QIM has shown that they're willing to throw in Happy. There's a good possibility that he will move in and kill everyone else that's on coLMVP. No offense to them, but I'm curious who both these teams have in the chamber now and what comes next. As we do have gas first out of Happy.
Once again.
Yes, indeed.
We see the gas first, but not this time from SC.
Yeah. Oh! That would be why. Because we have a barracks.
Dog.
Okay.
Just one, though.
Barracks. Because he doesn't know where his opponent's at right now.
But he's gas firsting. So he's not even going to have his racks.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
that's... Okay, wow.
Okay.
SC is so smart.
Yeah.
He anticipated the gas first, so he's only proxying 1 racks. It's not all in.
But he still does
damage.
damage.
He's going to do a lot of
He
damage.
neutralizes the early advantage of the extra gas.
It's actually really smart.
Okay, here we go. Let's see.
I mean, assuming that's what he's doing.
He's up 15 seconds on barracks timing, which means that there's about 10 seconds of walk, so the Marine will be there a few seconds ahead of Happy's, but it's certainly going to force him to pull SCVs around and lose a little bit of money.
What?
Oh, SC, you man
Reapers,
amongst...
huh?
Oh.
And Reapers are going to be great because he's not going to have that many Marines. He's not even making a Marine. There's the first Marine.
And, of course, it was gas first, so factory coming up right away. And
Marauders.
I imagine that Happy's been watching these games as well, you know? So he knows what SC did in against way back on Terminus against Streamer TT. So maybe he's got a specific build in mind for this.
Concussive shelled Marauders, huh?
Wow.
They could actually do a lot of damage.
Especially because if SC plays this game kind of how he did the first one, he may not have all that many units. Oh, God. Yes, he does. He sees the racks.
Oh, wow. So he knows what's up.
Oh,
he is going to lose that first
definitely
Marine,
knows what's
though.
up now. And there is a bunker getting put down, but of course the Marauder is going to start dealing some significant damage as both Marines have already fallen.
And he's going to pull a ton of SCVs here. He has to get this bunker up at the front. Once the bunker gets up, though, I don't really see this doing too much damage. Concussive shells are done, so he's going to be able to start snaring these SCVs and just really microing his heart out. Is he going to run up and just try and bypass the bunker? I don't know. The bunker's
not quite done. He could get that last Marine. And
oh my God,
he does.
Wow,
he gets
he got the Marine.
And he's got to back away with the Marauder now as another Marine's just about to finish up, and the bunker
much
will
damage
actually
is
be
being
held.
done, though.
Oh my God. Action-packed game from beginning to
beginning.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because it's like this is not done. Because don't forget, we still have that starport being thrown up and a lot of gas.
Oh
being
wow!
saved
And he
for
just
Happy.
bypasses the bunker.
Yes, he does, and he's going to continue to kill a few more SCVs,
Oh,
putting Happy
wow.
way behind.
Happy is in a lot of trouble here. This is a great opener from SC. What a read. Just anticipating the gas first, picking off so many SCVs.
All
That
the
Marauder
hurt ones.
alone has 4 kills, and he's just sniping the low ones repeatedly
my God.
here. There is going to be a Banshee headed towards his base, so he's going to need some defenses for that. He does have the engineering bay on the way right now, and his factory is going to finish. Let's take a look at the income tab and see just how far ahead he really is. Now he's going to bypass the bunker with a Reaper.
Yes.
So intelligent.
Well, he is mining more minerals and quite a bit more gas at the moment, and that Reaper's going to be able to pick off these 2 Marines if he turns around. But he actually
go after the low SCVs.
Yeah, he lets the first hit happen and picks off 3 more SCVs with that 1 Reaper alone.
Beautiful.
This is
might even get another one. Might go for the mule. Can he get the?
No, that would be pretty rough. And it looks like the Reaper does go down, but another one's just about to pop out.
So exciting! And look how much money he's floating right now. Really, just focusing on that micro. Needs to get a starport. Starport's actually about to finish.
Yeah,
Needs
but he
to get
does have a missile turret coming up, so because he knows that is some sort of a airplay drop. All in is what can really kill him right now. So
yeah, both players floating a lot of resources. surprisingly.
Let's see. It looks like he's not going to be able to pick off an SCV there and actually has to move away. So he will. Okay. Reaper gets away. He'll be used as a scout from now on. There is a Banshee up. A perfectly placed missile turret, though. This Banshee will be able to pick off a couple of SCVs and deny mining at a couple of patches. We'll see if any... Oh, wow. Besides that turret, there's basically no anti-air here, though, for SC.
Yeah, this could be trouble. He does have a Viking on the way, though.
Oh, wow. Yes, he does. That's just about to finish up. That Banshee steals 3 kills and perfect timing. Moves right back on home.
Mm-hmm. Now, this Reaper's going to try and get back in and scout once again. Are there Marines up there waiting for it? No, there actually was only one.
Yeah, looks like they're just going to spread themselves out at the moment. Okay, all right. So, Happy is actually expanding quite a bit faster than his opponents. So, if he's able to start regaining the economic lead, he did initially have a tech advantage, but of course now the starport is down for Happy. I'm sorry, for SC.
After so many SCVs being killed, look at the supplies right now. 43 to 27.
That's a huge advantage for SC right now.
Especially at the 8-minute mark. 8-minute, 30-second mark. That's ridiculous.
Okay, so Happy's got a little bit of an air contingent to go with his Banshee now. As he is matching his opponent Viking for Viking at the moment. But of course, SC moving into Marine Tank right away. And Happy now finally doing the same as he has his first tank coming out as well.
I don't think either player is going to be able to really kill the other for a little while here. I mean, we've kind of, settled into a little bit of a lull in the action. Both players dropping command centers. And I think both players have enough units to fend off an attack from either
Especially
or.
with the type of units that are out there. SC has had to produce a lot of air, not going to be a straight line engagement force. Not like it was a few months ago when people were just going quick Vikings and things like that. And the same thing applies for Happy. He has a lot of high-tech units, but not much of a ground force to speak of, so it's not like he'll be assaulting his opponent anytime soon.
And if either one chooses to do so, it's going to be so long before they get to their opponent's base that they're going to have enough time to reinforce several times over.
So we'll see if Happy is able... He is actually making up this supply disadvantage a little bit with the extra mules that are getting put down right now, and he actually is ahead in mining overall at the moment.
Wow. And he's down by 8.
Mules are pretty good.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
All right.
And he keeps supply blocking himself.
Yeah,
that's not the first time either. It's happened a couple times.
Yeah.
Thus far. And we do have a push here coming from SC. Oh, and he might catch him in the midfield here.
This force from Happy can actually crush this force from SC that's not supported. There's finally the Vikings I was looking for. Now it looks like we do have 4 Vikings on 4 Vikings, but SC does get the better first hit, trying to use the Banshee to absorb some of the damage from the Vikings. And it looks like he does successfully pull that off a little bit. However, Happy had a few of his Marines trapped out in the open, but it does snipe yet another Viking, thus giving him the overall advantage.
And he might snipe another one if SC's not careful. He doesn't realize that Viking is there.
And looks like Happy's, okay, this is very tense at the moment. Supplies are actually dead even for our 2 players. Only a 6 worker deficit for Happy, now 5.
Wow, so Happy really able to bring things back, and still that Viking just kind of hovering over near Happy's side of the map. SC needs to get that back in his group.
Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, that's just outside of the vision of Happy.
Oh, man. Anyway, every Viking right now is so important. The air battle has not really been decided one way or the other, and each Viking right now is just a pretty big deal. And it looks like he is going to move up there with his Vikings, and he's going to snipe that for free.
Yes, he is.
So that's a 3rd Viking for him.
I have got to say, what a job out of Happy making a game after that really disaster of an opening.
Devastating opening for him. I totally agree with you. The follow-up for SC just wasn't really there. He didn't have a follow-up to end the game. Maybe go into mass Raxes from there, try to do a quick expand and mass Raxes behind that or something, but he just tried to transition out of it into just straight-up play, and, I mean, it's working for him thus far, but... we'll see. He very similar army sizes from both players here.
All right, and
same composition too.
SC sharking out on the map one more time, but with this Banshee here, actually makes this position pretty strong. But I will say SC does get off the first hit there, but again, that Banshee just being so useful in breaking a siege position. God, those Marines almost picked off 2 Vikings at the same time. Not words cannot come to me right now, as I'm just like, Every one of these games has just been so nerve-wracking, and my God, it looks like Happy is caught up totally in supply. He's still backed by 7 workers, but has more mules on the field right now, finishing up a 3rd orbital command at the same time his opponent does. Okay, we are actually in for the long term now.
And I think having the Banshee, like you said, makes such a big difference in these small tank battles.
Yeah.
You can force your opponent to relocate his tanks at your will, and especially if you have air control, just the one Banshee. It's all you need.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
it can continually get rid of anything that he has on the Xel'Naga. There goes a scan from SC. SC feels like he might have the air advantage at this point. He's going to commit with his Vikings, but Happy gets off the first volley.
All right.
Oh, but Happy's Vikings were weak, so he is going to lose the air battle here.
It looks like he does, and he started to lose the tank battle as well. As now he's being pushed back. He has to run away right now as his tanks are taking so much damage. Oh! Another one gets away with just 13 points of health, but SC has pulled a pretty big advantage, now up by 17 supply.
Yeah, that was a pretty impressive engagement right there from SC. I'm surprised he had the gall to just charge in on the Xel'Naga right there.
Happy just unsieging it just the wrong time. Had he remained sieged up there, if he'd gotten that first volley with the tanks, I think it would have been a different outcome.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think really you got to hand it to SC because the scan was just perfect. And it looks like Happy's actually moving into mech here.
Yes,
he did upgrade Blue Flame, and he's pretty much producing primary. And we see a divergence in the builds here. SC is actually mixing in Marauders now.
Yes, he is.
And adding multiple Raxes, whereas Happy is just adding pure factories and switching into mech. So 2 different styles. Styles kind of make matches, and we'll have to see who comes out ahead here.
Yeah, definitely. But SC does have the macro lead at the moment. He's established his 3rd down at the bottom right-hand corner. He has the advantage in the air battle at the moment, and he will continue to pull ever so slightly farther ahead, as he does have better saturation on his 3 bases at the moment.
Well, yeah, and he's the only one with 3 actual bases right now as well. The CC is up, but he hasn't been able to take that position yet.
Right.
He's kind of getting boxed in here.
All right, so good number of SCVs pulled off the line initially to do some repairs. It looks like they're going to head down to the bottom left to scope out the situation. Sending 3 of those was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And he is going to float that orbital command over there, but it will take a while for that to happen. Air battle is going to... looks like SC. No, now Happy. Happy actually has the advantage, has taken the advantage in the number of units in the air, and SC is actually starting to move over to a totally bio composition. Okay, now finally throwing in another tank, but had been just producing Marines and Marauders for a long period of time.
And looks like he's just sort of given up on the air war here. And going to go for a giant drop here in the main. This could be devastating for Happy. He doesn't really have anything there. He does have a barrack scouting, so you will see that, but he's going to lose a lot of production here, going to lose a tech lab, a reactor, just such precious, precious buildings for him right now. And all he really has is all these Hellions, but, you know, SC could pick up and leave if he wants.
He could very well, but looks like he's just going to stand in there with the Marauders and just pick off as many units as he can, which he did a very, very nice job doing.
Yeah, look at the supplies.
And look at the Marauders. Look how much they're just holding up against these Hellions. Finally, a couple of Siege Tanks are starting to rain down death and destruction, but these add-ons just disappeared, and that is huge.
Yeah, Happy has been able to establish a 3rd, however. It is up and running. Well, not quite. You have a Marauder there killing SCVs, 2 kills already, getting a 3rd, and look at him go.
Go, Marauder. Oh, 2 more kills there at the end. Very nice control out of SC. It is just a pleasure to watch this guy play, I have to admit.
Yeah, that was pretty cute.
Yeah, it was. And so he's cut the map in half. He's denied the attack path, even against a mech-based force. And he is looking so good. Now going to drop in with a few medevacs as well. Probably going to drop on the high ground here. Tanks up here running in bio units down through the bottom to deny that 3rd.
Wow, and he's actually moving everything back towards the midfield and establishing a tank line.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough. Gonna be content to just do damage with drops, it seems. At this point in the game, I don't... How many Raxes is he working off right now? He must have quite a few.
SC, let's see here. That's 5.
Only
Does
5.
he have any more at his other bases? No. He's putting up his 4th base, though, and just what I said, as the tanks... Oh, can watch that choke point, and all of the Hellions are just clumped up. So much damage being dealt out right now, and even if this all gets cleaned up, there were enough Hellions that went down that I think it justified the cost.
Absolutely.
Oh, there's a 40 supply advantage now for SC at the moment.
So many aliens went down right there.
Yeah, that was actually a little bit ridiculous.
Insane.
SC has killed 81 units altogether. Dear God.
And 21 workers as well.
And he's on 4 base now, and he's loading up another drop.
And he could probably add like 10 more Raxes right now.
Yeah,
and he's taking a 5th.
Good. Yeah.
Good
5th
Lord.
base coming up, multiple upgrades coming up.
What a great way to play against mech. Especially on this map, I mean.
To just move, to have the presence of mind to just move out of Marine Tank Viking and concede air control. He had air control, but he conceded it to continue to do economic damage. Sees the, put down the scan as soon as he got into sensor tower range.
Wow.
Very good awareness of the map.
That was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally danced in and out of that 3 times, trying to make up his mind and then dropped the scan first. And saw that that was not an opportune time for any sort of a draw play.
And he is maxed now, and there's a couple of extra barracks coming down, but going off of a bio composition, I think he needs a few more, which is what you were alluding to
4 or
before.
5 more, yeah.
Just to be able to remax whenever the fight comes.
Or, you know, drop him down by your 4th as well, just in case you end up getting pushed by the mech ball.
Oh, of course.
And he takes out your main production. You have some additional Raxes over at your 4th that can help out.
Very good point. Very good point. And, but his upgrades are very good now. Looks like he's waiting on 2-2 before he decides to press the attack. The army for Happy, that is a serious mech force, but they're all unupgraded at the moment. There we go. +1 weapons just finishing up, which makes a huge difference in this army.
Not too many siege tanks from SC, but the beauty of having a biomech composition is you can just have those tanks as a fallback point.
Sure.
And Happy continually will have to push into him at the Zelnaga towers, and he'll take heavy losses doing so. It'll be very, very difficult for Happy to break this siege position in mid. If he does, I'd be astounded.
And, I mean, yeah, just because if he has almost a pure siege tank army now, and if he decides he wants to move up, he has to unsiege. As soon as he unsieges, his army becomes nothing in the face of 2-2 Marauders.
Yeah, it's absolutely nothing. But as long as he's sieged and he's meticulous and plays it real slow, you know, he's in a pretty good spot. And right now he has everything unsieged. I mean, it just seems so risky.
Once again, though, SC, he dances
work
in
the bottom
sensor tower range, then moves back out.
It looks like Happy just waiting for his opportunity here. Just being very, very careful, cautious. This is such an important moment in the game right here for both players. Whoever wins this next major engagement is going to be in a great spot.
Oh, he's going to be able to sneak in this drop inside of the sensor tower range or outside
and he's
of the
pushing mid at the exact same time.
Oh my God, here comes Happy. Is the Bioforce going to be able to break this? All the tanks are now sieged up, which makes SC's position a whole lot less powerful, but this drop is actually devastating and has picked off the 4th base.
Oh, and he's going to get the 3rd as well.
So he straight up loses the engagement in the middle, but with the amount of ridiculous damage he's done, and he picks off 2 bases.
Oh, dear God.
That puts him in a great spot.
Yeah, that puts him in a phenomenal position. He's just going to be able to remax so much quicker now, and now only working off of 4 gas. Happy's going to be in a lot of trouble. Loses that Thor right there. A few tanks go down.
Yeah. So
still has the tank line in mid as well, so he still has that siege position in mid, which is just great for him.
Unbelievable. And look at this. Happy just basically doing no mining at all, whereas SC is off of 5 bases at the moment. Is he going to
push into mid?
That would be interesting.
That would be not what he wants to do.
No, exactly. But no, Happy's going to swing his way around the top right-hand side and try and siege up and hit this spot, and almost gets the medevac as it was running out with a few units.
Everything getting sieged up now for Happy, doing a lot of damage here. Actually kills the medevac, a bunch of bio units, but once again, you do see SC hold on to those Zelnaga towers, and he does have tanks in great position here, and he can just slowly work up off that Zelnaga and continue to maneuver his tanks into better and better position.
Yeah. Happy does have complete control of the skies at the moment. That's what he's got going for him now. Oh, but the relative
he's taking such heavy losses trying to push his tanks up.
And he just has no ability to reinforce at all. Look how quickly this army is being reinforced for SC, and Happy just really has nothing out there.
How many Raxes is SC on now? I think he's added quite a few more.
Let's see. That's 7 there. Still not as many as I had anticipated, but he does stim up, runs over to the 3rd, expecting another base to get put up, and he's going to be quite happy, I think, to see that there's nothing there.
Yeah. That puts him in a much better mental state. He knows that he's got this game under pretty firm control, and he can just start working that 3rd with his tanks. I wouldn't be surprised if he moved up a lot of the tanks on the bottom half of his contain over to the top Zelnaga and just started working that position with his own tanks.
All right, so 3-3 just finishing up now for SC, and may do just exactly what you were talking about, as he does have the potential to just start rallying in units, do a lot of damage.
He's doing it right now.
Yeah, here he goes. And, I mean, he's almost getting to the point where he could just charge headlong into these and just remax, and he'd be all right. We'll see how aggressive he wants to be. And there it is! There's the headlong charge as he moves right into the siege tanks. This air just really not doing anything for Happy at the moment. And, oh my god! Obliterating those units. Happy is GG'd, and SC has picked off yet another member of QIM.
Yeah, and Happy at that, so... Very well done by SC right there. That was just a clinic.
Oh my god.
On how to play late game TVT on Shakuras.
That was incredible, and he puts now coLMVP one game away from taking this best of 9 against QIM.
是上将。